the cells destroying themselves in terms of the sickled ones, because and then the body doesn't filter iron.
Mm.
So if you have heavy metals in your body, this is supposed to dispel them through, process of voiding through urine.
Oh, okay.
So the last time I got a transfusion, which I try not to get, like I said, but I felt better,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess it'd been such a long time since I had one, but it kind of helped, and I was just like, oh man, this sucks, because I can't rely on that based on the iron overload, but it was what I needed at the time
To build you up, yeah.
If there was an alternative to that, I'd be much more willing to do that, especially if it was more organic and, positively reacting to the body.
I mean, that's true. I mean,
Hector is on and he wanted to be invited.
Hi, what's up, Hector?
Mm-hmm. Hey, Hector.
Well, he's trying to come in on the live?
I'm not sure.
Express some of your concerns about what you want people to know about sickle cell anemia.
A lot of my concerns have to deal with people knowing that people with sickle cell are people dealing with a chronic illness. It's not the fact that there's something wrong with them. They are not inferior or less than, or they don't lack intelligence or creativity.
Mm-hmm.
And most times I see people with sickle cell overcompensate for things, so they are high achievers because they're operating at a deficit. So when you kind of are already an underdog, you tend to work harder to do things. You
agree.
Want to achieve more than the average person because you have less time to do so.
That's true.
So I want people to know that sickle cell is something that you deal with. Even though it's a lifelong illness, it's when it, I guess, flares or you have a crisis, it's a temporary situation, but it doesn't enable you from being a great individual.
That's true.
Or holding down a full-time job or having a family or any of these things that would be considered normal in society.
I mean, I find that so true because, growing up, it's certain things they tell you you can't do and you cannot do, and you try to achieve, make it a bigger, let's say a goal or work for yourself because you want to achieve it because you heard people say you can't your whole entire childhood or even in your adulthood. You have people telling you, oh, I don't think it's possible. I think you should just, stick this one out.
Right. They're always trying to dictate.
Yeah.
To you how your life should go.
True. Exactly. And I feel like, if people understood sickle cell anemia, which I think we do need so much more education on.
Absolutely.
If people understood sickle cell anemia, and I had a nurse to say, I wish people could actually see y'all outside of the hospital because you guys are so vibrant.
Yeah, Dr. Harrington just said that too. Yeah. The last show we had, he said that he wished people could see us outside.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You look so different. You're such a different person. You're not who you are in the hospital.
Absolutely not. We achieve amazing things, and I noticed that with my church family, if I happen to be sick, and my mom will tell them, oh yeah, well, mine's in the hospital, but by the time I get back, even if I miss like a couple of Sundays, it looks like I didn't miss a beat.
Exactly.
Why? Because my color is back. I feel better. I got on my nice outfit. I'm back to being me.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
So maybe a little bit scared because I lost some weight, but
that's unfortunate because I think the medicine does that to us. Like
it does.
It gives you nauseous and you don't want to eat, and they're forcing you to eat, and you really want to eat, but it's nothing you can do. You're not feeling yourself.
It makes you not have an appetite. But then also, when you're in that much pain, the last thing you're concerned about is food. You just want to feel better.
Exactly.
If it meant eating 10 apples to make the crisis go away, well, give me 10, give me 15, give me 20.
Exactly.
But it's whatever it's going to take that edge off. It's very uncomfortable.
Trust. I know
it is extremely uncomfortable, and especially you have to share a room sometimes with people.
Oh man!
Oh my goodness!
And they don't understand why you're crying or why you trying to get them to be quiet because you feel like being quiet is like helping your pain, just to to minimize it as much as possible. You don't want anything that can make you get even more pain or have you feeling a certain way. You just want something just to mellow you out.
Make it just all good.
Yeah.
I mean, I had this one lady who was as a roommate, and I was like in my early to mid 20s, and her son was on the phone just talking loud and carrying on. So I'm like, listen, all right, I'm already in pain. I'm trying to watch Will and Grace at the time. This was not working for me. So I had to tell the nurse, I'm like, excuse me, I'm in a lot of pain. I'm like, this is not, I need my medicine. Can you please tell him to go in the hallway? You don't live here. This is not your living room.
Exactly.
Or you have to deal with people who have like a large family, like 15, 20 people that come in
at one time. Yes.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah.
Different things.
I think I probably annoyed some patients because my family's pretty big, and when I go in, but I try to tell them, go out. So it's funny, come in
shifts.
It's funny, but yeah. As a patient, when you're in there, you do want more privacy, but sometimes it's hard because of.
I mean, you do. I had a friend of mine I used to work with who had sickle cell. It was the only person I ever worked with that had sickle cell.
Wow.
Yeah, and we worked together years ago. He was hysterical. He told me that there was a gentleman down the hall who was just kind of like moaning and growling, sounding crazy. Just carrying on.
Yeah.
So he proceeded to get his frail self out the bed, unplug his IV.
Oh no, he tripping.
Girl, he rolled up a newspaper and came into the man's room.
Hi, Tiana.
No.
Yes, he did.
No, I just heard what you said.
The man, and I said, you didn't hear this man. He said he kept making all this noise. I'm trying to go to sleep. I'm in pain. And people won't make him be quiet. So he rolled the paper, talked to the man, and the man said, like, he's like, who are you? He said, I'm the devil. Now go to sleep.
No,
wow.
No. Oh no, no, that was bad. No, that's bad. That was bad.
I was like, you did not do this to this.
Tiana, we got to have you on next week or something to come on our show. I see you're always there. Thank you for the love on Facebook.
I remember when I shared the room with a sickle celler, and she was a character. That's all I'm gonna say.
I hate when we act up.
Was she?
No, she was a sickler, but she had a mouth on her.
Oh, I hate that. It makes us look worse.
She cursed the nurses out. And told them that she want Miami subs. She called her mama and saying, "Mommy, they won't bring me no Miami subs. I want to leave here."
Who gonna bring us some Miami subs? That's what she thought.
No. What happened was she just was a spoiled brat, and so the nurse is like, "Listen, you have two options. You can be quiet and let the medicine kick in and relax, or I'll call your mama and tell her to come check you out of this hospital. You're not going to be acting like this because we have other sick patients on this floor as well. You're not the only one that's sick. I'm not going to Miami subs." Why? It's like, even if I wanted to go to Miami subs for you, why would I go? You just curse me out.
For real. I mean, okay.
How old was she?
I want to say something
16,
because I've heard too many of
her
this.
parents.
Yeah. I've heard too many times where, I know we be in pain, and this is where the judgment comes a lot of times about us. When you're in pain, I know, but there's a way to act and there's a way not to act, and I know you get in pain, and then there's some people that do, make us upset. I get that. But like, if they have not been rude to you, they're trying to do their job, even if they're not showing you the best of sympathy, but they have not been rude to you, they're trying to do their job. There's no reason for you to be cussing at nobody. There's no reason for you to be yelling at nobody. Give them a little bit of time, because the more we show our best attitudes, the more they can respect us as people, respect that we just have a disease, a chronic disease that causes us pain. The more we act up, the more we have more attitudes. I know it's been I know there's a lot of times they have been wrong, but the better we show them the better selves of ours, like how we would show our jobs, I guess. or when whatever.
Just have manners.
I agree with that. We have some manners. Yeah.
I mean,
that's whole training.
It really is.
Yes.
Like I said, when you told me that, I said I blame her mom. I blame my parents for that because as a sickle cell patient growing up, my mom would always say, "Well, Maya, you need to. I know you're in pain, but you just gotta have to hold it together a little bit longer because you're at these people's mercy.
Yes,
you need these people.
You don't want them to do
act to say some people need to act right. Yes,
right. You cannot cuss people out who have your fate in their hands.
Exactly.
Why am I arguing with you when you're the only person that can give me this medication?
Yeah, all you're gonna do is take longer.
You fussing with me. So now, if it were me, if I'm a bad nurse or a mean doctor, I'm gonna let you start out because you're being completely unhinged. You're disrespectful to me. You're disrespectful to the staff. You're disrespecting yourself. So why would I want to help you? No matter if you deserve it or not, you're not acting like somebody that needs to have, by any means, whatever it takes to make this pain go away.
Yeah.
You should be, I'm not saying, be grateful and thankful, to groveling.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you can't cry. I'm not even saying you can't be upset, but just know how to talk, to the people. And when because it's like we come in there. A lot of them, they come in there. You guys, you come in there. Some all. I'm not gonna say all, but a lot of times we come in there and we already with our high defense up, like this hospital is not gonna treat me right. They're gonna do this, and then you don't know. You might come into the right nurse that day,
right,
and she might treat you the best. But if you started off with the wrong way, you will never know. You will never know the best doctor. Or they might have the right treatment for you, but you giving them so much attitude, the doctor can't even think. Sometimes you might throw the doctor off because of your rudeness.
It's true, and they're less likely to want to help you.
They'll have you on a list,
right? As a difficult patient, you're blackballed, literally.
Yeah,
as a difficult patient. So then it doesn't matter where you go. Now you're on a list.
Yep.
Like like a no fly or something. Like like this person is gonna be difficult. So please be aware.
And that's sad. That's a sad thing because. Like Naomi was saying, that's one reason why they look at sickle cell patients the way they look at us, because it's only a handful, but all it takes is one bad apple to spoil a whole bunch. And they look at us that way because if some people that come in there acting like a plum fool, and they just stigmatized us already just based on other people's action, not knowing that it could be an individual process. Like you see people by the actions and the verbiage they do, how they treat you. They're saying yes and thank you. That's what I try to do. My nurse has been with medicine. Thank you. Please. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Use those nice words that we learn as kids.
Yes.
Exactly. Yes. Manners.
But also, I feel that there needs to be a set protocol for how
we should be
staff.
I agree with that too.
Should engage with patients.
Yes, especially one with chronic pain,
chronic illness. Chronic pain, because sometimes people are very insensitive.
Yeah.
On the flip side, and I know it's hard for us to be in pain and go through these things, but also sometimes you do have a few people that like to provoke you and send you over the edge.
And what you do is you take the high road,
hospital administration,
and call for the hospital administration, as she said.
You just gave me a great idea. I wish you could get in touch with some hospital administrators here in South Florida, not only in Miami but Broward and Palm Beach, and we could get them on this show, and we can get like a petition going.
Petition and this and a survey or something to see how so they can see our feed.
Petition will bring on a survey because we want them to be able to write into their bylaws how certain sickle cell or how to engage sickle cell patients, because just as you would treat someone who has junior diabetes, who has cancer, who has a heart condition, who has anything remotely wrong with them that will cause them to go in the hospital, you treat them very well and even give amenities for their parents or their guardians,
transportation.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Why can't that same service be offered to sickle cell patients? We're not giving you anything wrong. We're not transferring any type of sickness to you. We're just trying to get some help, and we're trying to get better. We're trying to get more education out here.
Equal treatment and a seat at the table.
Yes.
That's basically all it is. Equal treatment, the same that you would treat any other chronic illness patient. There's no reason why hematology and oncology should be separated in terms of how you're treated.
Exactly.
If you roll the red carpet out for cancer patients, you need to roll the red carpet out for sickle cell patients. They have all of these amenities for the Cancer Society, where people get transportation. Sometimes if they have people that come to clean your house, to do these type of with occupational therapy type things, so if you have these services for the oncology patients, hematology should be able to benefit as well.
Exactly.
There should be no separation in services.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It was a drug I saw the other day on the commercial, and it's for cancer patients, and it was telling the side effects of such. And it also said the last little part was for sickle cell. It said it could cause
stroke or something.
No, it said it could cause it could lead to a bad crisis and it could lead to death.
Yes.
And I said to myself, which is something that Hector said probably on his first show, is why is it that cancer medicine is the last resort for sickle cell? Why can't we have our own medicine? Why can't there be a research for sickle cell only? Or not just because, hey, we tried this with cancer, it doesn't work. Let's try it with sickle cell. Why? Why do we have to get the last of something didn't work with somebody else? Let's try it for the sickle cell. Oh, if it doesn't work, we'll just, somebody will just, the